Dun 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 Shows World.
Welcome to Showed World Gamers. Josh here, and this weekend was awesome. We got so many new game announcements. We got updates on games we've been waiting to hear more about. We got updates for games that are currently available, and there's just a ton of stuff to be excited about if you're a gamer. This weekend was a blast. I do want to talk about my 5 favorite things we saw at the Xbox Showcase. This was the best Xbox Showcase that I think they've done in years. It was fantastic. So I'm going to give you my top 5 things that I saw at the showcase that got me really excited. Before I do that, do me one quick favor, hit that subscribe button. And without further ado, we're going to jump in and play a little Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb. I've actually never played this game. I saw it in my library of games and I thought, let's just jump in right now. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. It's scheduled for a 2024 release. We got another trailer for the game. It was one of my favorite things I saw. It may be the thing I'm most excited about that I saw at the showcase, just because it's a game that's scheduled to come out this year. Most of the other stuff on this list is going to be next year and beyond. But this game, we should be playing by the end of the year. A lot of people think it's going to be a November or December release. Either way, I can't wait to get my hands on it. It looks fantastic. But we're going to jump in and try out Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb while we talk about it. But getting back to Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, the game looks fantastic. A lot of people were worried about the first person. I think it's going to work well. How it switches between first and third person, I don't think it's going to be a problem. I think the game's going to be super good, and I'm definitely going to be playing it game day one when it releases. Now, next up, Gears of War eBay. It closed out the Xbox showcase, and this game looks, well, I would say this game looks awesome, but we really didn't see any of the gameplay. It was just a teaser. It was a CG trailer, but we kind of know what to expect with Gears of War. It looks like they're going back to E-Day when the Covenant, what they're called. It's been a long time since I played a Gears game. When they first attack Earth and take it over, and so we're going back. It's going to be a prequel. At least that's the way they made it look, and that's the way it sounds. But definitely, I'm super excited about that game. Now, like I said, we didn't see any gameplay. We didn't get any kind of release window, not even a year. I don't think we're going to see this game before 2026. And kind of am not sure whether we're going to see it in 2026. I think this game's a long ways off. But, hey, hopefully I'm wrong. If we can get this thing, within the next 18 months, that would be awesome. But Gears of War, one of my favorite things I saw this weekend, period. Next up, we finally got a look at Perfect Dark. And there has been some rumors that there's been some issues, with this game, with them making this game. They were having some problems, but this was no indication of that. This looked fantastic. And the original game, I was a little worried that, maybe they were just going to do just kind of a traditional, FPS shooter. That's not really what Perfect Dark is. The original Perfect Dark was like it was originally going to be like the sequel to GoldenEye, and they didn't have the license, so they created Joanna Dark to replace, 007, and it was more of an espionage type game. And it looks like we're getting that here. The game looks really good. I can't wait to play it. It did show a 2025 release, so hopefully we'll be playing that game next year. All right. Next off, Doom: The Dark Ages. Now there was rumors of this game, then they turned out to be true, but I'm stuck on. There we go. Playing that Indiana Jones game. But back to Doom: The Dark Ages. This game looks amazing. It's the most original, looking thing for a Doom game in a long time. And the Dark Ages, it adds so many different more combinations for weapons. He's got the cool shield with the spikes on it that he can throw and it comes back. Doom: The Dark Ages looks amazing. and it's definitely a game I'm going to be playing day one. When they showed Doomslayer get in a mech, I was blown away. This trailer was better than, what I would have imagined when I heard that this was going to be there. It was heavily rumored and it exceeded all expectations. Doom, the Dark Ages looks awesome. All right. Now, the last game I want to talk about is Claire Obscure Expedition 33. This is a role playing game and it's kind of traditional turn based, but it's a little bit more than that. Kind of like the recently released Paper Mario, which we played here on the channel. You can press like different button combinations at different times to parry or, get a stronger attack or block and stuff like that. And I'm all for it. I love that idea. It looks like, they're really kind of pushing role playing games forward with this. And it's definitely another game. This was probably over this whole weekend, the new IP that I thought was most impressive was this Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Apparently there's like this, I don't know, this entity that puts a number and everybody above that age dies. So the idea is to go and destroy that person so that, before everybody gets killed. It looks really good. I'm definitely going to be playing that game when it releases. All the games now that we talked about today were Game Pass, except for I'm not sure whether that was a Game Pass game. It may not have been a Game Pass game. I didn't double check that. But everything else I know for sure was a Game Pass game, and I believe that one was, but you can let me know in the comments. But let me know what your favorite thing you saw. Did you think it was a good showing from Xbox? I think it was one of their best showcases in years. But overall, this weekend was just amazing. We got so many looks at games. We started with Jeff Keighley's Summer of Games, where they showed off well over 50 games. The Xbox Showcase had well over 30. We also got a ton of indie games shown off. And we had a PC showcase that showed off even more games. Definitely if you're a fan of gaming, this was an awesome weekend for you. We got a ton of new stuff to play coming up, and we got the Ubisoft showcase today, so I'm actually going to probably be jumping off here in a moment, because that should be getting started any minute. So I'm going to check that out, see what Ubisoft has to show. I'm excited for that new Star Wars game, so I'm hoping it looks good. And we got the Nintendo Direct showcase coming up that a lot of people think will be announced this week. Kind of feel like it might not be till next week, but either way, this June is always a fun month for gaming, and so far, this June has fantastic. But let me know anything in the comments that you thought about these games. Are you excited? Which one's your favorite of the show so far? What are you hoping to see in Nintendo Direct? Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Shows World out.